I'll get on the sending stone that he left me, and I'll be like, I know why you did it. This way, I probably would have done the same. Goodbyes are just too hard. Please just tell Mom I love her, and I'll see her soon. Don't ever leave me again, you bastard. And then I'll hang up.
And a magistrate randomly in Thalissa gets this really weird message.
Yeah, I've sent it to Brom by accident. So I've got 3 sending stones at this point.
Get out of my head, because I was about to say roll a d6. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 92, would you believe it? 8 episodes away from the big century in terms of campaign 2. So yes, before we get into it, let's do a little bit of a recap of last week, because it was a big one, and it was a doozy, even though there was only 2 of us on stream. So yes, welcome back. In episode 91, the Planar Detective Agency faced significant challenges in their quest for the Celestial Shard. After passing through the Celestial Gate into the Beastlands, Lex stepped forward as the Observer, discovering deeper ties to Mechanus and Primus, and accompanied by Jewel and Silas, Lex confronted Celestial Guardians, some fierce solar jaguars, proving his and their worth and determination. Their journey took them to the Temple of Eternal Lights, where Lex recognised a chilling mirror of the Yuan Ti temple from his past, evoking some painful memories. Tensions then rose when several party members vanished mysteriously, and Callum's betrayal came fully into view, with his sinister voice mocking them, warning of greater threats ahead. So now the remaining members brace themselves for the trials ahead, determined to claim the next item on the Eclipse Codex, or of the Eclipse Codex, and confront the darkness that awaits. As always, this stream is an adult stream. It will contain adult language and adult humour. Full content warnings will be in the episode description when this goes to VOD and onto podcast. You have been warned. Let's roll.
Hey. What's happening?
Doing?
Very good. Glad to be back.
Yes.
Indeed, it's good to have you back. Danny and I were a little bit lonely last week. But we had some fun.
Yep.
We had some fun. We managed to fill the full time as well, which was good. So yes, Tom and Bodhi still not with us this week because they are, as we said last week, at Gen Con. So go and see them if you haven't already, and go and find them where they are. Got panels and all sorts going on this crazy week. So yes, enjoy that if you are over at Gen Con. Cool. With that, let's run down the lineup very quickly, and then we will descend into the inevitable chaos. So I am Matt. I'm your Dungeon Master. I am playing the current psychic character of Silas, and who knows what else.
Yeah, before he betrays us. So, my name is Dave, and I am playing Jewel of Shadows, the female Tabaxi rogue, who got her ass handed to her last week.
And that was kind of my fault because I was rolling like a dog shit. It's alright, 'cause you're back now. It's all your fault if you
Yeah, it's
roll
fine.
bad.
I mean, weirdly, Jules not going to remember what happened last episode. Don't know why.
But I did earn as a level up. So
You did.
I take it with one hand and I give it with the other, even though Matt told us we could level up. I suppose. Just go with it for the metaphor, though. Hello, everyone. I am Danny, and I am playing
Oh, and he's
Hey up.
and he's disappeared. Hey, there, and he's back.
No, he's back. There he is.
Now we can't hear you.
No, can't hear you. No. Here we go.
Yeah, brilliant. So this is going really well. Let's try this again. Let's see if this happens again.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Just about. It's a bit.
Fuck
It's a bit
me.
in and out. But yeah.
There we go. You're back.
There
You're
we
back.
go. That's better. It just took a moment.
Good. Off to a good start, everyone.
So yes. I mean, I will warn everybody that we're trying a few new things out in the background, so there may be a little bit of technical disruption, but we'll see how it balances
Danny,
out.
do you want to do your intro again?
I'm Danny and I'm playing Lex, the UMT sorcerer.
There you go.
And all
Brilliant.
around
Amazing.
good guy.
And he's
There
still
we go.
here.
Loud,
Happy
clear.
days.
Fucking hell.
Fantastic. So yes, at the end of... In fact, before we get into that, I do have one shout out to make. Because my father, the one who makes the DM screen, the little chest, dice trays, and all of the little goodies that we give away, did celebrate... Oh, yeah, the dice towels as well. Did celebrate his birthday over the weekend. So I said I would raise a glass of whiskey to him to say, happy birthday, Dad. Love you lots. And yes, cheers.
Many happy returns.
There we go.
Cheers, Roy.
Indeed.
That was really awkward for the podcast
Right.
people, that was.
Yeah. You're welcome.
As we all just sipped. I mean, we could do some ASMR sipping if you want, but it's just going to come out like...
Nope.
Yeah. Let's not get cancelled.
Very good. No, let's not get cancelled. Excellent. And welcome back to some familiar faces in the Twitch chat as well. Yes, so we finished last week's episode with a huge surge of energy pushing back the void incursion into the Beastlands. The first time you've been able to push back any void incursion, as that one just begun, but then you were also in a flash of blinding light, unknown now, in places unknown at least. We did achieve a level up, as we discussed, so hopefully everybody has done that, or at least folks for today have done that. You... In fact, no, there's something else I need to do, which I've just remembered as well. I promise we will get started on this episode in just a minute when my head catches up to what we need to do. There's a little bit we need to do right before that surge comes out. And as Lex holds the celestial shard, Cog rolls out of Lex's pocket. And the wings sort of open up. And for the first time, Cog's eyes sort of almost in focus. There's no glitching. And in sort of Modron, which you understand, Lex, Cog turns to you. Observer has achieved destiny. Must continue on now.
Where have you been? Why are you talking so weird?
I was here, and home, and everywhere, all at once.
You was like on both planes at the same time?
Sort of. Very strange. But I am here now, my friend.
And you're okay?
I am good.
Okay. Alright. It's good to have you back, buddy. I could have
It's good
used
to
you.
be back. And at that point, Cog's eye just flicks up, as we then have the moment where that thin tear just...
Yep.
Flash of solar energy and celestial energy. Everything goes white and then black. Your eyes flicker open now to the sound of subtle bird song. The chittering of animals as light sort of hits your eyes and you slowly come to terms with what surrounds you. Dave, you're about to say something.
Are we still in the same positions? Have we been knocked out? Are we waking up on the
Oh,
floor?
you're all lying on your asses.
Yeah.
Ow!
You You
Jules,
hear movement sort of... Go
yeah.
on.
Jules then look around and be like, does this look like where we originally came out? Oh, can I see the temple? Are we outside the temple or anything?
Don't see a temple. You find yourself on the outskirts of a pine forest.
What?
And I look around to see who else is here.
As Silas sort of comes wandering over and reaches a hand out. On your feet, Jewel. I don't know where we are, but...
Thanks. We'll, like, predator handshake to, like, pull up.
This is no part of the Oblivion Islands that I can remember. Pine trees?
No, it's a bit too cold as well.
Did I... thinking about it, did I bring us out here? No. I couldn't have. I have no idea where I am. It must have been the shard.
Okay, I'm just going to say this.
Combination.
I hope I really just had a very, very bad dream. Because, one, I don't seem to, like, remember what happened before. And two, of what I do remember, I don't want to believe it is true. What has all just happened?
Hang on, it's a bit fuzzy for me too.
Did Jewel hear the voice of Callum, by the way?
Yes.
Did.
Am I the only one who thinks that that malevolent voice at the end, calling us darling, was none other than our beloved friend Callum?
Well, I have to ask, where did Callum go? I think...
Well, I'm just trying to think back.
Takami was saying that he just was gone all of a sudden? I don't understand. Do you think he's been taken?
Well, I thought he was just guarding outside of the temple with the other tracker hunter people. But then when we went through the gate, Cavan's gone, Aegeus is gone, Takami's gone. And I thought, oh, Callum's probably gone with them. But then hearing him mocking us, well, baiting us and telling us we're...
It sounded like him, but it did not sound like the personality we knew. Do you know what I mean? It sounded like him, but it didn't sound like him.
So do you think it was him, or do you think it was somebody sounding like him to get in our heads?
How often does that happen? Just out of curiosity.
Actually, nobody's pretended to be him before, but I know that Klein has pretended to be Aegeus's best friend, partner, to get under his skin.
For all intents and purposes, we also believe that Mayanora has been taken against her will. I wonder if the same thing has happened. If they have been, Callum-napped.
Again?
I mean, it's happened before to him.
I know. But I'm just trying to piece it all together because, aside from figuring out where we are and what we do next...
That wouldn't explain him being weird, though, would it? And being a bitch.
And why Aegeus kept looking at him, looking at us, and going... trying to tell us something without telling us something.
Oh. But what would Aegeus have known? He would have told us. He's a chatty motherfucker.
He was acting weird, though, before we went through.
Aegeus or Callum?
Aegeus. He looked suspicious of something.
How do you define weird with that guy?
I mean, beyond his normal level.
There's weird, and then there's weird, and that is what he was being.
Oh, well, that's good to at least get some reference.
So, okay, we have most of the party split. We have just the three of us.
Yep.
We have no idea where we are.
No.
But at that point, Jewel wants to try and sense with the
crystal.
With the crystal, Starship's crystal. Are we on the same plane as the rest of them? Because we've now maybe jumped another plane that we're not sure of.
Okay.
I'll do that as well.
Immediately, as you both tune into that crystal, that familiar presence near you, you feel emotions of concern, of not fear, but trepidation. You get the impression that you are on the same plane as Edgius and Cavan, and indeed they are, judging by those emotions. In fact, make me insight checks. Let's do it that way.
Yeah, let's do it. 14 on the dice makes it a other number when I can get to it.
22 for me.
Insight,
Yeah.
21.
You both get the impression, knowing Cavan and Edgius well now, that they are not in danger, but they are also not 100% safe. They are hiding or sneaking, trying to lay low in this moment.
One silver lining then, I guess, Lex, is, I don't know about you, but I can feel that we are now back on the same plane they are.
Yeah. At least we're on the material plane. Hang on. You know.
Sorry, assumptions there, are we?
I just want to circle back to the Callum thing about
Yes,
something
please.
he said at the end.
Okay.
He said, "You have 2 pieces," and it's not enough. But
We
we've
have
actually got 3.
We have 3.
We've got the Celestial Shard
Yes.
and the Mortal Keystone. I have both of those,
Yes.
and we have the Fey Amulet, which we gave. We gave it to Callum.
To Callum.
I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together, and that traitorous bastard. I haven't got the
So,
capacity to cope with this amount
let-
at one time.
Let me run this all back. Callum, friend, ally, helped you do a lot of stuff.
Yes.
You gave him one of these codex pieces, I think you called them.
Yep.
He's betrayed you, so
Yep.
you had 3,
Yes.
and now you
Yep.
have 2.
Yep.
That bastard.
That sounds like a little bit of a fuck up there.
Oh,
Can you not
well, you
vet
don't
people
say.
before you invite them into your group?
Well, yes. I mean, he's helped us. We've gone up against these. He's done as much damage to them as we have.
It's weird. Like, why would he help us so much? But then, if you think about it, that is Klein's MO, isn't it? He did the exact same thing to Edgius.
Oh, shit, he did as well.
He's
look-
done the exact same thing with Callum.
Silas, please tell me that you're not working with him, because I'd hate to kill Lex's brother.
She's only joking, right? Right?
I don't even know who they are.
That's what they would say.
Right, let's not go into levels of suspicion now. We're in a circle of trust.
Okay, fine. Yeah, circle of trust.
I mean, I appreciate you need to vet people. What can I say that would help you understand?
Quite frankly, Silas, I don't know, because I don't know who to trust apart from him, pointing at Lex. The only one I trust. Quite frankly, if you stab me in the back, that's it. But look,
It would be an accident.
yeah, well, fair.
Yeah, so, okay. Callum is now a traitor, and he's betrayed us, and he's probably been a traitor this whole time. I can't quite process that at the moment, so I'm going to compartmentalize that over here for now.
Look, if you'd be able to
We
do
think
that.
we're on the same plane. We're on the same plane of existence as Cavan and Edgius,
Okay.
and we're thinking this is the material plane. Hang on. Yeah, I've just tuned into the frequency. We are on the material plane with a 20.
Yeah, you're on the
Nice.
material plane. It was a fucking safe assumption. I was just going to let that one go. It's fine.
And then, so, what do we do? Do we save Kevin and Edges, although they don't seem they're like in immediate danger? Do we hunt down Callum, try and get the piece back, or do we just try and get the next piece before they do? How do we get you home, Silas? Is Mom going to be okay?
Shit. Yes.
Well, you kind of beat me to the punch a bit there. Like, it sounds like you've got a lot to figure out, but I left Mom, and I don't like that she's on her own, so...
We need to find, therefore, the closest place that can magically transport us, because I am done with travelling, and we need to work out where we're going to get to, but likely we're going to need to get there magically.
Yeah.
And Silas, we need to get you home, because your mum's safety is paramount.
Well, don't you worry about me getting home, because I'll just reach out to the Hand. And I can get back through their channels.
Okay.
Like, we don't just exist in one place, we're across the whole world.
Oh, I didn't realize it was like a cross-border organization. Okay.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of Hand members everywhere, so...
Silas, what do you know about the Serpent's Cloak? I know we've spoken about it briefly. I think you didn't know it, them.
I've heard of them, but never met them. They tend to be thieves and assassins and...
Just be very careful, obviously, but be very careful because even the grey area of their morality is very much in question at the moment because they have been taken over by the same individuals we are fighting. There are some, very few, who may be of assistance, but I just want to be very wary. You're talking about secret...
Yeah,
a
bias
people and members and stuff, so I'm just going to put it out there, and then nothing else to be speaking of this.
But if you do get apprehended by them or come across them, a buyer, Enoeth, I think he's something like he's head honcho, and we're tight with him.
Say you are friends of Diamond in the darkness, and you will be okay.
That's our cover band that we're in at the weekend.
Diamond in the darkness. Sounds...
That's a pretty cool name for a band, actually, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, I don't plan on heading...
Ironically, it's a Neil Diamond cover band.
But it's the darker version of his songs.
Yeah, just scream out Neil Diamond songs.
Very good. Yeah, Silas turns and says, I don't plan on sticking to really populated areas. There's other ways of getting around.
Okay.
Hang on, we still don't know where we are and how far away we are, and I've just realized I haven't even said goodbye to Mother, and you're gonna leave, and I'm not ready for any of this.
I don't think anybody's ready for what you're about to throw yourselves into, but
I'm already struggling with the information that we have been provided and given. And as Lex said, I'm compartmentalizing a few things because I'm quite simply not understanding or just not believing it has happened.
Look, little brother, I'll put it this way. We've gone through a lot in a short space of time, even more in a longer space of time, but right now, knowing what you can do, seeing what you've done, I trust you to go out on your own. I need to get back to Mom. You've got far more... I don't want to say important, because she's always important, but far more pressing things to go and do. That doesn't mean we don't communicate from here on in.
I don't want her to think I've just left.
I'll explain. She'll understand.
Will she? She doesn't understand much.
She'll understand. She always knew we were meant for more, our family. Turns out this is it.
I don't want it to be.
I can't remember who said it, but there's a saying, fate rarely picks us at a time of our choosing. to put it shortly, like, fate's never convenient.
I know, but I feel like I've been following fate's path since I was like 8 years old.
So maybe it's time to take the reins a bit more. You start deciding what you do and where you go.
I'll come back with you then.
I love you, little brother, but I'm gonna have to be your big brother for one more time and say no. The fate of this whole world rests quite literally in your hands, apparently. And if you don't go do this, then Mom's not gonna survive anyway, so...
Well, talk about heaping the pressure on. Jesus Christ.
As I said, we're not gonna not stay in contact. And when you
how are we going to contact each other?
Truly need me. Oh yeah, well that's easy. And he pulls out a rock, small little stone, but it's got a symbol of an Aryan's hand on it. Fairly common. Sending stone.
I've already got 2 of these, and I never talked to the person at the other end anyway.
Yeah, but none of them are your brother.
Touche.
While this conversation's been happening, Jewel would like to just search the area, make sure that this is relatively safe. There's no immediate danger, thinking we probably need to have a short rest. But she gives Silas and Lex that space to have this conversation, so she goes a bit of a perimeter. As she does, she hears the, fate never chooses you at the time of your choosing, or picks you at the time of your choosing. She starts to tear up a little bit, because she's starting to realise just what's happening. Then she hears that Lex wants to go home, and she sort of rests against a tree and is getting quite emotional about it. And then says it's all on our shoulders, and she's really starting to struggle at this point, and she just stops. She's on the perimeter of the clearing or wherever we're at, just struggling with the fact that Silas is right. This is all on us. Silas, I hope you can help us until you find your way home.
Let's figure out where we are.
Let's do that, but first, can we rest a minute?
That sounds like a better idea.
I don't think we're in immediate danger.
Use the trees as cover.
No.
Either way, use the trees as cover, and then I can make a little campfire in there. Let's
Yeah.
Let's go rest up.
Yeah. I don't know whether it's the ordeal or the burden that is certainly weighing very heavy on me. But I want to rest. I need to rest.
Okay. Are we taking a long rest or a short rest?
What time of day is it? I suppose it's been a hell of a day for us. But survival checks. Yeah, crap, 7.
7. You look up through the trees and realise, actually, it's still light out, but there is a cloud cover above you, and you can see what looks like maybe the smallest flakes of snow falling, but they melt before they even hit the ground. So wherever you are, it is colder than where you were.
Yeah, we've come from jungle heat into this.
Yeah, quite literally, you've gone from not one extreme to the other, but fairly extreme. But even with the light there and a 7, you sort of can't see the sun. Difficult to really tell what time of day it is.
I say we have a short rest here, and then we need to find out where we are, and we need to start travelling. If we find any sign of civilization, we need to start walking towards it. But we do that after I tend to my wounds.
I think that's best.
So yeah, that's what. So I think Jules going to do. Sit down. If Silas does light a fire, it'll be very helpful. And
Silas does.
Yeah, we'll start using the
very
forest
adept at it.
area. The forest stuff around to help her sort out her wounds.
And do I spell slots wise? Do I spend some sorcery points? I've only used 2 spell slots at level 2, so I could get those back. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend some. So I've got more sorcery points now. We've leveled up, so I'm going to spend some to get some spell slots back.
How many? Oh, you can use them all in a short rest, but you only get half of them back. Is that right? After a long rest. Is that right?
It will say when you click a long rest.
Yeah.
How
It will say
you
when
get back. Yeah.
So I only need to use 6.
I need to use a lot. So
Get
I'm
my
just
2
trying to
spell
work out
slots
if I want
back.
to do that. Do you know, I think I'm going to stick to. Yeah, I'm going to stick to that actually. So.
Silas begins cooking some sort of rations in a small pot. You see him taking out some herbs and sprinkling them in. Also takes out what looks like a wineskin and fills up cups, making sure everybody gets a warming drink.
Are you back to full?
He sort of pulls his...
I'm back to full health,
Yeah,
yeah, 138 out of 138.
138. Ah. Well, do I have...
Have you rolled your hit points, Dave?
I haven't rolled my hit points. I need to do that as well.
There we go. Let's do that.
Which is a D8.
So, Danny,
Yes.
have Silas roll me a nature check, please.
Ooh. Come on, Silas, don't be shit. Nature is wisdom. So what's his wisdom? Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Survival's a wisdom check, innit? Yeah, he's got +9 to survival as a specific skill, which is good because I rolled a 3, so that's 12.
Still haven't broken 100, fuck's sake.
Remember, we re-roll ones.
So. Oh no, it was a 6. I just still haven't. I still haven't.
That's rogue. So sorry, Danny. What was that for Silas? Nature check, not survival.
Oh, sorry. I still rolled shit though. I rolled a 3, so that is even worse. Yeah. So that would be a 9. Yep.
9. So he looks around a little bit, furrows his brow, and then gets back to sort of cooking the rations and preparing stuff. He was trying to potentially sort of figure out maybe where you might be, or at least an indication of a latitude, or at least. But with that roll, he's just.
Can we basically see just see trees, or like are we on the edge of a clearing?
So you were on the edge of a pine forest. You've gone into the pine forest now. From where you were on the edge, beyond you was just plains.
Okay.
Which sort of go out for as far as you could essentially see it. You think in the far distance, the far horizon with the forest to your back, you can see what maybe look like mountains in the distance, but as you turn around and look into the forest and sort of beyond it, you look from where you're stood, you do see mountains not too far away from you that erupt out of the forest as well.
Do we think that we need to head towards the mountains, even if it's going to just give us a better vantage point?
Yeah, and I think heading towards the mountains, there'll naturally be settlements at the bottom of the mountains and around the mountains, so we're probably likely to find civilization there.
Once the short rest is over, can Jewel dart up one of the trees to right at the top and see if she can see any smoke, any sign of civilization, roads, or etc.?
Okay, make me a perception check, please.
24.
You look out across the tops of trees up to where these mountains are. You look into the distance about sort of from what you can see of these mountains before they sort of ascend into the clouds as well. It looks like there might be a number of caves dotted here or there. You also get the impression that maybe the other way, as you sort of turn at the top of this tree, there might be a road some miles away from you, but given your vantage point, there looks like there's some form of path or road.
I'll come back down, doing my best to keep an understanding as to the orientation of all of that, and we'll come down. There are definitely caves on the mountain, maybe useful for cover at night. Don't know, just can't tell at the moment whether it's, morning or afternoon. So I don't know whether we need to go that way. There is also some, possibly a path or a road, but it is quite a way away. Do we want to head towards that?
Oh, hang on. You don't think these are the mountains, do you? The ones where underneath is one of the Codex pieces?
I would say that is too much of a coincidence. However, if there's any sort of magic connecting everything together, it would make a little more sense. So the answer to that is I don't know. I think simply we have to find out where we are first.
Yeah.
And civilization's the only way I think we're going to know that.
Yeah. Agree. So is that
Jewel
going
does
away
have
from
a
the
map,
mountains
I
then?
believe, of Enoeth.
Yep.
Or Adalia. Or whichever one it is.
Got a map of Enoeth. In fact, I think you've got both, but the only continent map you've got is Enoeth. You were, however, on the Oblivion Isles when you went to the Beastlands. The Oblivion Islands, I should say.
I think Jules going to wait until they get a better vantage point to try and use the map to see if there's any recognition.
Match the map,
because to be honest, at this point, doubt it's going to happen.
So do you think we need to head to the road and then probably follow it towards the mountains?
Do I get an impression, Matt, that what I can do is we can head towards the mountains in the general direction of the road, so we're not like completely. No, it's the other way.
Sorry. So you could.
But, yeah.
The mountain sort of. If you imagine, if you're facing towards the road, the mountain range does come across along your right hand side, and then seems to bend off at a diagonal. So yes, you could follow the mountains and then veer off and eventually get to the road.
Do we think if we head in the general direction of the road but towards the mountains, we can kind of get up the mountain, get a viewpoint, even if it was only a couple 100 meters up, and then we'll see where the road goes? Or do we just go for the road because that is guaranteed civilization on one end of it?
I feel drawn to the mountains.
I do too, because I don't want to be seen on the road. Quite frankly, I want to be hidden from here on in. I don't trust anyone, and quite frankly, will happily steal all the information and food we need.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, Silas can help us through the woods. I mean, jungle and wood terrain can't be too much different, right? Hunting and tracking is hunting and tracking.
This is fairly familiar for me as well.
Yeah, and I think staying out of sight makes perfect sense, considering we've got traders left, right, and center. We don't know where our friends are, and people could be watching us right now.
Fine. The road is about there. Mountains there. I say we walk in this direction.
Okay. Let's go.
I'm going to stick with you this time because we're a smaller group. But if shit gets real, I'm going up one of these trees. Just so that you don't think I'm abandoning you.
I never would.
Right, let's go.
Excellent stuff. You begin your journey, keeping sort of in this forest, but with the mountains on your right hand side. And you are in hilly territory, like you're not quite out of the mountains. You're sort of in that bit where the mountains begin. These small hills and rocky sort of outcrops. You keep the main mountain range on your right hand side. as you continue to head towards this road, or in the direction of the road, by keeping those mountains on your right hand side. Danny. In fact, both of you roll me a D100 and tell me who gets the highest.
22.
11.
Oh, God.
So,
Yours being exactly half of mine, though. What's the chances of that?
Danny, give me a D10 roll.
8.
Silas doesn't betray us now.
Silas turns into Klein.
I'm going to punch that smug bastard in his face. Sorry, I said that out loud. I'm so sorry.
Callum? Klein? I mean,
Okay, so
take your pick.
Callum.
I was about to ask the same thing. You've mentioned this Klein guy. I don't know who that is, but is it Callum? Is it Klein? Who's getting punched?
Remind me when we set camp for the night. I'm gonna give you a potted history of
We'll go
everything
through all
up
of that
until
one.
now.
But very briefly, Klein is going to get punched by Edgius. I think he has the right. And the rest of us are going to have to line up to beat the crap out of Callum if our suspicions are true.
Perfect. That sounds great. I would tell you the results of your roll, but currently my notes app is frozen, so I'm going to let that finish doing what it's doing, because I can't scroll currently.
So, this fog came out of nowhere. That's weird.
I will say that as you continue travelling along... we're on. Very good.
We call this the buffering forest. Is that what we'll call it?
This forest does have a name. But yeah, there we go. Right, scrolling. Yes, sorry. You walk so far and you begin to hear this strange chittering around you.
That was chittering, not shittering, for everyone else who didn't hear it properly.
Chittering. Insectoid clicks, if you like. These strange insectoid clicks which echo from sort of the forest canopy. And just as you take another step forward, this swarm of luminous beetles burst forth, surrounding you, and then fly away and disappear.
Glad to know that things know we're here.
Is that going to alert everyone to our presence, or is that just a normal thing that'll happen and they'll just think, oh, it's just a moose?
Have we seen any other animal around?
Disturbed. You can hear the birds. You probably have seen squirrels and a few other things darting around these trees. So yeah, there's plenty of wildlife here.
Okay.
Let's just hope that was a swarm that we disturbed.
I assume Jules never seen anything like that in the forest.
Maybe a history check. Let's see.
Yeah. History. Surprisingly good. 19.
19. You've seen similar, not exactly the same, as these glowed sort of blue, but you have seen swarms of beetles that have glown green.
Okay. I think that was fairly normal, but yes, kind of annoying that they saw us.
I mean, they're only beetles. Unless you're like me, you're not really going to commune with the bugs and go hunting for people. I don't know.
No, let's carry on.
Yeah. I think I'm just suspicious because last time we came across some little insecty things, they nearly killed us all, but that was in the Feywild, so...
Yeah. Where's that rat bastard Callum? I'm sorry, I'm really getting hung up.
I really want to ask, but I don't at the same time. It feels like there's so much shit that's going on. One of these days, brother, you're going to have to sit me down, I don't know, write a book. Just
story time with Lex. Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a memoirs.
Hey, Silas, you've got to come to the Astral Sea sometime. It's wacky. Really wacky.
Astral what?
Yeah, Jules going to set up an estate agents, travel agents, when this is all done.
The Astral Sea or the Astral Plane, it's literally where we came through to actually come to see you. It's kind of weird it never came up, but it's a lot of things have happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Onwards.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You've got a
Silas is
you've got a beetle in your
here.
hair, and just throws it off.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Sort of winks at you slightly and then carries on going. It's at this point you start to notice that the light is beginning to fade. Getting dark.
But we're nowhere near any settlement. There's no lights in the distance. There's nothing anywhere.
Still traversing.
How
along
far
the
off
edges
are
of
we
these
to?
mountains.
Okay, if we're on the edges, can we not? Can I go? I think it's time for us to head up to one of these caves. Unless you want to travel by night, but we still don't know where we are.
No, we can't travel by night. We gotta hunker down for the night, right?
Let's go into
Make
one
sure
of these
we're safe.
cave entrances. Yeah. Okay. Can Jewel lead the party up the mountain up to a cave?
Can absolutely do so. You begin now weaving your way upwards and sort of climbing a little bit up narrow passageways, almost like goat paths essentially, to reach one of these caves. I'm going to ask everybody to make me, let's call it athletics checks, please.
Yeah. I technically have a climbing speed, so I know that I can.
This is... I'll allow
But
you, as such, to do so with advantage.
Lovely, thank you. So 19.
90.
I rolled a
You
2,
managed to-
and Silas I just rolled a 1 for Silas. That dice is going away.
Oh,
Brilliant. So, Jewel, as you manage to sort of navigate this narrow pass that you're on very nimbly and sure-footed, you witness as Silas's foot slips out from underneath him and he sort of rolls over the side, and as he does so, knocks into Lex, and both of them begin to tumble. Danny, I need 2 dexterity saving throws, 1 for you and 1 for Silas, please.
Luckily, I get advantage on those.
Silas done.
Nope. Oh, fucking hell, mate.
how far do we? Is this potentially looking like a fall?
It's a fair way down now.
8 for me
gonna hurt.
and 12 for Silas. I'm rolling like a...
Brilliant. You watch as Lex and his brother just begin scrambling at these loose rocks and shale as it then starts to shift underneath them and they begin to...
Okay,
slide
can
down.
I misty step behind both of them and try and give them another check, another roll, something that basically, if I, because I can grip on, and stop them falling to their deaths potentially.
Very good. So you misty step and then sort of catch them. I want a dexterity saving throw from you, Jewel.
Yep.
And then Lex and Silas, dexterity saving throws with advantage, as you now have some help.
25.
You land and your feet, your claws sort of dig in and you're held.
20 for Silas and a 11 for me.
Fuck's sake.
Okay. Silas then sort of grabs on and manages to slow himself down. But in that moment where you have to catch yourself and Silas and you go for Lex, Lex's coat just rips slightly as he begins to tumble down.
Shit,
Lex, you're going to
Lex.
take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as the rocks now begin to sort of batter against you as you continue to slide down this shale side. Anything else you'd like to do in this moment?
Silas,
I-
are you good? Have you got a hold?
I have. And he turns and then pulls a rope out.
That was my next
Let's see
thing.
if we can
were
use
going
this.
to. Yes.
So he sort of hands that to you.
Let's buddy
He's
the
now still
system.
trying
You tie this to you. She gets hers out, ties hers on, and then goes right. I'm going to climb down for Lex, and then we can attach ourselves to each other. Hopefully, one of us falls, doesn't take us all with us. So we'll gingerly climb down to Lex, and then hand.
I mean, Lex is still sliding currently.
Oh, he's going to leg it down then and try and stop Lex.
Okay. So we'll say in this moment then that Silas ties part of the rope round him, takes out a piton and just slams it in somehow and sort of ties the rope there. It's just something. Hopefully that's going to be a stopgap as you continue to run. And then as you're running, you're sort of tying on your rope at the same time to give you extra length. There we go. Let's make this an athletics or acrobatics check to reach Lex before he continues to slide too far.
I'll do acrobatics. So this is because the shale is moving. This is very much more darting around. Natural 20 for a 35.
Fucking hell.
So you see Lex continue, and at this point you watch as another stone just catches him in the head, and you take another 5 points of 3 points there. I can't even read my dice. 3 points of bludgeoning damage, Lex, as another stone sort of hits you. But then Jewel is there, just sort of grabbing your arm with this rope now taut behind her. You see Silas with one arm, rope coiled around it, sort of the muscles bulging in his forearm as he's just holding onto the rope, and at the same time just hoping, but there's a wince on his eyes, or in his face. He's hoping that this piton stays in place. He's like, every bit of hope is on this piton right now.
And if you've ever seen the just quite enormous claws on big cats, Jewel's got these huge claws just grinding into the shale right now. Lex, are you good?
As I'm like, and then actually, as you've grabbed me, those claws are in my
proper,
arm.
and
I'm like,
sorry.
Just
and
get
she
me out of here.
Yeah, retracts those but keeps a grip. And then goes, okay.
Take 2 points of slashing damage.
Yeah. Okay, grab hold of this rope and climb up.
I shouldn't have done this in loafers. Fuck it. These shoes. Stupid tailored bastard. I'm pulling myself up.
Yeah, Jill's going to be there behind Lex. So I get, however much we've used, obviously, eventually we want to basically have Lex tie both ropes to himself.
That's fine. So I imagine you sort of loop the rope around Lex as well, so that you're both moving. And as you're doing that, Silas the shale stopped at this point, and he manages to dig in enough to prop himself up and just begins to sort of start reeling you in, so you've got a bit of support coming up as well, slowly but surely, so the shale doesn't slip again. I would like everybody to roll me perception checks at this point.
We've made some noise. 17.
19 for me.
Ooh.
And 16 for Silas.
Okay. Between all three of you then, there's a moment where Silas sort of is pulling, he turns around as well. All three of you see up on a high ridge, way above you, a distant figure standing, unmoving and watching. And as you continue to climb up, it's almost like they turn and walk away and disappear.
Why do people always watch us creepily from a distance?
Why the fuck do we always have to get clocked immediately?
This one's on me, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Well, no, actually, technically it's on me. I fell first. You just went further.
Guy, it's nobody's fault. Let's just make sure that we don't die on this mountain. Let's just find cover.
Yeah.
And definitely keeping watch tonight.
I mean, yeah, let's not
Stars
dissociate blame, but actually Silas raised a good point. It is his fault, so we should let him own that.
Ah, brotherly love. Don't you just adore it?
And in taking watch, I think I could just do the alarm spell. You know, I could, at the back of us into the cave, at the front of the cave, I could put 2 alarm spells. So if we wanted to just sleep, we would be alerted if anybody tried to come to us.
That's good, because I feel like, 1, I can't sleep, and 2, I'm going to fall asleep immediately.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't think of sleep right now. Let's get your clumsy asses up this mountain.
Yeah, let's maybe slow it down, but The light is almost gone at this point. Stars are beginning to show as the cloud turns to more wisps, and you just get sort of the faint spot of stars, not a full starry night.
I have a hooded lantern if you're struggling to see. I'm okay. But if you need it...
I'm pretty good in the dark, but
fine.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
conscious
okay.
that we're going to lose light. So
Let's go. Less yapping, more walking.
you managed to get back onto this narrow path then, and this time traversing it with a bit more sure footing. Slowly but surely, eventually, as moonlight begins to sort of shine vaguely through those wispy clouds, you approach a cave, dark inside.
Jewel reminisces while walking because they can hear the echo of the shale moving under their feet. That Edgius's voice would be echoing off this mountain, and sort of has that weird, feeling of missing the "will you shut up" moment that she would be doing. And yeah, make it to the cave.
And there's no sign of a masked figure, and where we are now is nowhere near where that figure was.
No, that was
Okay.
up on another ridge. So if you aim to go higher, you could potentially get to that ridge. But right now, where you are, you're a little
Okay.
bit further down.
Cool. Let's investigate this cave.
Very good.
Yeah. Check's not a
It
bear's
is
cave or
dark
something.
inside, so if you've not got dark vision, you're a bit fucked.
I think we're all good.
Luckily, we all have.
I think everybody here has got dark vision. So you see in these shades of grey, then, with dark vision, it's not true colour. You slowly make your way into the cave without sort of giving off any light or turning any torches. Turning torches on? Lighting torches. It's not an electrical torch. Eventually, one of you kicks something. It skitters and rolls along the floor. Makes a very hollow sound. And as you look down, you can see a skeleton. Humanoid, but short.
Dwarf, perchance? Is the beard still there?
Safe for some. Do you know what? Actually, given the way that hair still goes on, yes.
Yes.
It is dwarven in nature. And you can still see the armour as well, like that traditional dwarven helmet and the stocky sort of... It looks like very dented Art Deco, because that's obviously what dwarves are. Armour that they wear. There's a rusted axe sort of by a discarded arm bone. I'm not a biologist, I can never remember the name.
Is this a bad sign?
I mean, it's a dead body, but accidents can happen.
This looks old as fuck, though.
Are there no other signs? No, bear droppings, scratches on the wall, nothing like that?
No signs of recent movement.
Perception check.
Perception check.
And the DC for this is going to be high because you're only using your dark vision.
I got 18.
I'm just checking. Why do I have advantage on this?
Simon's got the same.
Illusions, hidden messages, and disguised creatures. So I guess I don't
That's
have.
only when you're using a
I
feature
have
of
clarity,
ability,
so
isn't
that's not that. But it is still a 21.
21. Very good. Jewel is the only one that sort of picks up on the remnants, ancient remnants of an old makeshift camp in here. There's bits of tattered cloth that have long begun to rot and decompose, if you like, or wither away, where there were once bedrolls or blankets. You can see a very dusty and mouldy, well, in fact it won't be mould because it burned, but you can see what was once a campfire of sorts. You don't see any scratch marks or signs of battle or anything, and just a single skeleton.
I tentatively think we're going to be okay here.
Yeah, okay.
died of his own, the poor bastard?
I don't know.
I'll start preparing the alarm spell at either end, like just at the back of the cave and at the front of the cave. So I'll be casting it twice. So if anything comes from in the cave.
Silas looks down at this skeleton and kind of creepy sleeping next to this, so I'm just gonna make a cairn over here, and then at least it's out the way.
Yeah.
Jewel will help, and then we'll tidy up the crumbling bedrolls and put all that off to one side so that we can sort of have that space a bit easier.
Yeah.
Anybody want the axe? Just holds up the rusted axe.
I take it as a fairly big axe.
Oh no! Well, it's a dwarf, so it's not huge, but
No. Jewel's
Silas runs his thumb along the blade bit, maybe rusty, but it's still fucking sharp.
It doesn't really look throwable, so that's not really of interest to me.
Nope.
I mean, you could
I could throw it once, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I want to stay live. And nimble.
Very good. I'll and sort of piles these stones up, and then gets the axe and just wedges the haft in and sort of turns it. Well, whoever you are, hopefully you're at peace. Anarian, watch over this wayward traveler.
Jewel thinks he sort of has that inquisitive look on her face, interested look, and then once they sit down to rest, she brings up the question and goes, "Isn't there a god of the dwarves? Someone they prayed to their own god, did they not? Most of them, anyway."
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
I don't know why that's sticking in my mind as they do instead of like many others, but I kind of feel like they often did.
What was his name? Was it
Religion checks, please.
Warwick Davis? Was that the name of the god?
Okay, brilliant.
Peter Dinklage.
11 from Jewel.
14 from me and 9 from Silas.
None of you can recall the name of a dwarven deity. There's a lot of talk of dwarven deities, and I suppose with the highest roll, you probably remember something about a forge, but that's about it.
I mean, any blessing's better than nothing, as no matter how late, I suppose.
Silas, I'm sorry, I was not putting anything on your prayer. It made me think of the intriguing fashion of these. I mean, I'm not really a pray to a god kind of person, and yet the Watcher has deemed it fit to help me. So I guess, understand why they would want to follow each of their own gods. What's that thing of I've never understood religion until it's personal for me. I don't know. It's weird.
That kind of makes sense. I mean, from what we heard and know, a lot of the deities of old seem to have gone quiet, at least, or diminished over the last 30 years.
Well, we've made friends with Lily at least 2 or 3 on our journey so far, I think.
Old gods?
New gods.
A little bit of both. Like Primus used to be Kronos, like one of the oldest gods. Then he passed on the mantle to Jules' Watcher friend. And then Cavan likes Paragon. Is he one of the old gods?
Paragon doesn't sound like one of the old ones.
No.
Maybe like a lieutenant lieutenant, or a quasi deity.
Like Nimue.
I'm not.
Have
really
we?
Yeah.
Have we ever discussed the possibility that this void, darkness, is possibly connected to that? To the old gods leaving?
Yeah, we did. The old guards trapped the Shrouded Lord with the Codex.
But does that mean that they have intentionally left because the Shrouded Lord is on his way back, or is the return of the Shrouded Lord forced them away? Or in them leaving, he has had the ability to come back? Oh,
I think
maybe that's
did,
fair, far more likely.
Did they leave because people stopped believing?
Interesting. That's a bit shallow, isn't it?
As in, they had
From what
nobody
I
to
know
give
of
them
gods,
power.
they're only as powerful as exactly that. They're only as powerful as the people who believe in them.
Oh, then, well, maybe. Hang on a minute. Does that mean we just need to kill everyone who follows the Shrouded Lord?
I mean,
Sorry,
is the Shrouded
that-
Lord of God.
I went really dark there, sorry. I was just thinking of Callum again.
I'm
Oh.
kind of with you, but
I mean, that feels
Yeah,
like the
God,
long
he's
way around. And
he-
you know, there is benign religious folk. They might just, have the wrong deity that they pray to, but they're not bad people.
I don't mind slapping them upside the head.
Okay, Jewel needs to work through some things. This is not this is not the usual Jewel I'm used to. You're like, let's talk about this. Let's be nice to people. Now you're just elbow dropping people on the head.
I'll leave you two to it. I'll take watch. You have
We don't need to take watch. I've set up the alarm system. It'll wake us up
Lex.
if anybody
Lex.
moves in.
Read the room.
Lex. I'm going to take watch. I'm going to leave you two to have your discussion.
He's not taking the hint of what I'm
Sorry,
saying
it's
about
just-
the alarm system.
Yeah, Lex.
Let's just turns and walk away.
I'm sorry, I'm not dealing very well with what Callum has done.
Have you tried just pushing it down and trying to ignore it like me?
It sounds incredibly unhealthy, Lex.
Fucking healthiest mental health habits in this party.
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I'm planning on dealing with it at another time.
That's, if I could believe it was true, I would say maybe sensible right now. I think we will all just suppress it until it is too much. But
But-
I admit, I don't know what to even say. So look, I'm not trying to get you to open up about it. I'm just...
Yeah. I suppose it's just my natural reflex because I've been trying to dampen my emotions my whole life. But actually, as we've found, that can lead to chaotic outbursts. So actually, if I don't process it now, I could put us in danger if I have an emotional outburst.
That I agree with you, and I think what we have to do is we have to deal with what we know now. I'm still a little fuzzy, and I know it's possibly my naivety, but I don't fully know whether he has always been a traitor, forced to have turned, he's under some sort of spell.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I
don't want to be drawing out plans for his to draw and quarter him. If
Yeah.
it is the same as Mayanora, I simply want to get her back.
because
And yet
this
she's
kind
going
of
to
happened
try and want to
before.
kill us, I guess. So
Like when he was acting shifty last time, and it just turned out that the Lord of Winter had his dad, was making him do it. I was thinking, maybe it's just something like that, and I've been trying to convince myself he's under the influence, he's under duress. But the fact that that was his voice openly mocking us, that's not something you would do if you were under duress.
no, I agree. My issue is timeline. He was forced under I don't know what you call it, but he was being ruled by the Lord of the Frost, whatever his stupid name was.
Yeah.
Then chose to change his, what would you call it, patron, to then
That's
be the Unseelie Queen?
That's what's suspicious. She helped us way too easily. In hindsight,
you think that, but she even had one of the codexes pieces. Did she not? So, did she hand it over knowing that we were never going to really get it?
and if you were her and you were hedging your bets, you would probably hedge your bets with the Shrouded Lord and the Triumvirate, right?
Especially the fact that she's like, what was her name? Lord of Air and Darkness or something? Isn't she like Queen of the Darkness in the Feywild? This might even be empowering her, or maybe it's weakening her, and she's trying to make a bargain to stay alive.
Yeah, because the Void and all of these portals to the Void weakens the Feywild, which is what the Lord of Winter told us. So we were trying to close down corrupted portals because it was taking power from the Feywild. So maybe her relinquishing the
She hands over the goods for her life to
maybe she
like
couldn't
spare her life.
stop us because she's not powerful enough. They've been draining her power.
Christ, I thought that she was going to be so powerful.
I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point.
I also know that what we're trying to do is bargain with anything that makes it easier that Callum betrayed us, and nothing will.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that. When was it from the Queen of Darkness that he started to betray us? Has it been this whole time? I do think has it been a conscious choice? We gave him the Fey amulet, and he's just gone with it. He's gone.
But he didn't leave immediately.
No.
So what made him leave?
When you were all blinded. No, how was it? Was it something happened where Ergius put that crystal in his skull, that gives him true sight, where he can see invisible people, he can see through illusions.
He put that on when we were all blinded, yes. And and Callum left almost immediately after that.
And so every time so he must have seen through Callum's illusion. So Callum might have been someone else this whole time.
Callum may not be Callum. We don't know what Ergius saw.
Ooh. So either somebody's pretending to be Callum, or Callum is disguising himself from his true appearance, whatever that may be. But that crystal gave Ergius the ability to see through whatever it was. So if that is recent, and just above table, Cog has true sight, so he would have seen Callum this whole time. So we need to think of a way how that wouldn't have been the case.
Cog's been malfunctioning like a fuck for a long time.
Yeah, but he's also Cog's been with us since Callum's been with us.
Okay, yes, but
we'll assume it's a mode he can switch on.
Well, either that or Cog wouldn't have realised that Callum with any funky aura to him was wrong, if that makes sense. It was only Ergius that caught the seeing shadow.
I suppose if Cog's got true sight, that's the way he's always seen.
Yeah. So in which point, so going back to that, if Cog has true sight and has always been able to see him, ask him if he's ever changed.
That's a very good point.
Get out here. What if we again saved not Callum?
Wexfoot Red.
Wexfoot Red. Be lovely, that will.
Yorkshire is Yorkshire, it can be.
Cog. It turns out that Callum might have been a traitor this whole time, and Ergius saw his true self with his true sight. You have true sight. What does Callum? How has Callum always appeared to you? And all you'll hear is.
Yep.
It sounds like a CD skip.
Sort of. And you notice Cog going No, but Cog sort of responds. Callum, your friend, was always dark, with shadow around him.
In what? As in, since he came back from the Queen of Air and Darkness when he got his new powers, or all of the time?
The shadow was stronger after that, but all the time.
So he's not
I
just
assume
a
he knew
handsome, elven-looking man with like one different coloured eye. He's always looked like some weird shadow creature to you.
Oh, thank you for the
That
follow.
is how he appears to those without my sight. But yes, thank you.
Jewel is
However,
currently looking like she's watching
he
a
is-
tennis match.
Yeah. He has always been shrouded in shadow. Not deformed, just shrouded.
When you and shadow as in void shadow.
Cog sort of leans to the side, his eye zooms in and out, and then... Yes, now I think of it.
Fuck.
Which you say
And that's the only
in
word in
common.
Modron that you understand. Yeah. It's fuck.
What?
Cog has always seen Callum as a figure shrouded in void, shadowy darkness. And he just thought that's how Callum appears, and because we was okay with it, he was okay with it.
It's because we could never see it. That rat bastard.
Cog, just a little note for the future. Anytime you see somebody surrounded in shadow, void magic, just let me know. Because they're bad. They're bad people. Apart from Edgius. Unless his shadows change, then tell me straight away. Please.
This is noted.
Ask about Silas. Ask about Silas. He says really quietly.
I'm assuming...
Silas.
No, Silas is fine.
Fucking
No.
check.
Oh, fucking hell, okay. Just to check, is everybody in this room okay?
You all have your own auras, but Silas does not have the same as Callum.
There we go. As I suspected, Jewel, everybody's okay. I even got him to check us.
And you only have Lex's word on this, so this is now a question of how much you trust Lex.
I was gonna say. I think I need a.
Oh, Cog, just download Common Protocol and just tell Jewel yourself.
This I cannot do.
Apparently he can only talk Modron.
Is it an insight check to Lex? Oh, for Jewel to do on Lex?
Maybe an insight check, yeah.
Fucking 10.
I'm an open book.
I mean, even
There's no...
I was gonna say, even with a 10, it's like, yeah, this was either a fucking yes or a no, and Jewel, like, you've spent time with Lex. With a 10, like, yeah, okay, Lex is telling the truth. There's no
Yeah,
bullshit.
the speed in which he was translating from Modron to Common was like, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So, I think that settles it then. Callum's been a traitor this whole time. And we openly gave him one of the Codex pieces.
So here we have literally been grabbing these things basically for the enemy.
And he has been reporting back. No wonder they're always one step ahead.
Do you know what? I say I don't care. That is complete bollocks. I care very much, but I don't care. We're going to carry on, and if we're doing this purely for them to just take it right at the end, so be it. But it's just going to be literally over my dead body.
Let's not be... Look, I've done that once before, and over your dead body is quite a difficult thing for me to overcome. So, can we just make sure it's over his dead body?
Well, that's of course what I want it to be. I'm trying to see... Trying to prove my resolve.
Yeah. This talk was supposed to be me calming you down, but actually you've riled me up, and now I just want to go kill that motherfucker.
Jules like really sheepishly grin, like, sorry. Jewel gets out. I don't know. Finds finds different bits of rock on the ground, and just scrapes like an image of Callum, and then just goes, and just like hands a dagger to you and goes, "Have at it, throw it." And she does.
I'm not going to do it now after you've taken a poo on it. That seems a bit much. That's what cats do, isn't it?
I forgot.
I mean,
you
that's
have
one
dark
way of
vision.
getting a dagger to stick to a rock, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she just like
feeling a lot of things, and I just want to try and sleep on it and try and make a rational decision about how I dismember Callum in the morning.
Okay. Let's get some rest.
Do you want to meditate before bed? I haven't done this in a while, but I feel like I might need to.
She thinks for a bit and then goes, yes, no, I probably should. I'm not in the right frame of mind and don't think I would sleep well. Right, what do we do? I don't think I've done this like once with you before.
I'm thinking, Matt, because I'm feeling a lot of feelings. What roll do you want me to make sure no chaos magic comes out?
Ooh, let's make this a wisdom saving throw.
My worst
Given
saving
the
throw?
emotions are so high, I'm going to set the DC at 15 for you.
No pressure, Dave. I've been rolling shit all night. I rolled a 5.
Oh, fuck.
Roll me a D100, please.
As you cast Thunder Wave and it gets amplified by the cave and immediately 7
Yeah.
giants
As I
immediately know
cast
where we
Homing
are.
Beacon to all our enemies.
Cave in.
Yeah.
53.
Brilliant. You feel this surge of energy roll through you. And you've been sat drinking wine that Silas has been providing, like, been hitting the wineskin probably fairly heavy at this point.
Yep.
And there was a little bit of a buzz. At this point, Lex, that buzz just gone. You are now immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 5d6 days. So I need you to roll me a 5d6, please.
I'm just going to do that on my character sheet. That's too many dice. 5d6.
You'll be a month.
23 days.
Fucking hell.
Very good.
I'm
Now we
so
need to start
angry
tracking
that
days.
I'm so clear. This wine isn't even
Claire?
Claire. I don't know who Claire is, but she's really helping.
Name of your therapist, clearly.
I
Amazing
just felt
stuff.
I felt something like come over me then, but nothing bad happened. You've still got all your fur. That dwarf hasn't reanimated from the dead. Silas is still there. But I feel sober. That's weird.
Sucker. And then she has another drink of the wineskin.
I feel oddly clear all of a sudden. Still angry though, but
Right, meditate.
not wine angry.
Let's please tell me what I need to do, and I shall meditate with you.
Well, if it helps you go into like a fugue-like trance state, you could just keep carving the outline of that Callum into the floor, and you could use that as almost like your mantra.
I'm going to leave
Just center yourself.
fugue states for Cavan. I think I need to actually stay calm. So I'm going to imagine myself in a forest.
Well, if you would allow me, I can help you, but it will be magical help.
I will let you.
So, what I'll do, I'll cast suggestion, and she's going to let me do it, and the suggestion will be relax and sleep.
Yeah. Cool.
In that moment, then Jewel just sort of almost rolls onto the bedroll that is already prepared, having been set up earlier, and within a few minutes is asleep. Lex, I imagine it probably takes you a little bit longer, but you too then feel exhaustion slowly wash over you. You take a last look towards Silas, who's seated on a rock at the mouth of the cave, and you too sleep. And I think that's a perfect place for us to take a short break.
Crikey.
It feels like a long time since we pressed the long rest button.
It feels like a very long time. Yeah.
We've had a few episodes, but there we go. So yes, we will be back in a few minutes. We'll try and keep it as short as possible, and then we will dive back into episode 92. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the follow. We'll be back in a few.
See you now.
Heyo.
Hello.
Yo.
Welcome back. So yes, massive shout out to Roll Together. Thank you for the raid again. Love you all. catch Josh on our Dagger Heart miniseries?
Yes.
Episode 3 coming in September.
The legend who means that we don't always all die.
Yeah.
Kevin the Tall.
The invincible Kevin the Tall.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Right then, my friends. When I get snacks out of my teeth, there we go. You have all... You can see what I was doing in the break, can't you? You lay down for a rest. At no point during the night does Silas wake either of you.
But he fucks off and joins the other guys.
You wake in the morning to a small, I want to say shaft of sunlight sort of illuminating the area immediately at the front of the cave. Lecture
He's
alarm
fucked off, hasn't he?
skulls untouched.
He's gone home.
No sign of Silas.
Bastard.
But Lex, where did you see Silas?
Silas. Did he wake you up for a watch in the night?
No.
I think he's gone.
Make me a perception check, please, Lex.
9.
9. I mean, the DC was 5, so unless you were taking
That was good.
You look around you and immediately you see just underneath a small rock is a folded piece of parchment.
We used to do this as kids. He's left me a note. I'll pick it up and unroll it.
As you unroll it. And as you begin to read it, you hear your brother's voice almost in your head as you read it in his voice. Little brother, I would have loved to stay with you and continue on your journey, but I need to get back. And I know at no point would you have let me go alone. I know this will hurt, and I know it's not fair, but I know you will be fine. With Jewel by your side, and when your friends return, you have more important things to do right now. When you need me, call for me, and I will do everything in my power to get to you. You are not alone in this fight, little brother. You never have been. But our mom needs one of us. And for now, that needs to be me. Journey well, my brother. I am so very glad to have seen you again. And I will count down every second until I see you next time. I love you, little brother. Signed, Silas at the bottom.
And you won't get a response from Lex for a bit. It's almost as if he just reads it a few times over.
No. Noticing that you reread it, Jewel will put her hand on your shoulder, but then we'll wait for you to say the first thing.
He's gone. He went home.
But at least he did say he would come back. Until I'd read that bit of the letter, and I will still say this, Lex, you and I need to promise each other, barring magical means, because I know that Cavan and Edges have not left us willingly, and hopefully we'll find them again, but barring any of that, we promise each other we will not leave each other.
You're the only constant I've got at this point, Jewel. It's me and you to the end.
And you, me. Look, I know it hurts, and I know I have not known Silas very long. That was a very nice letter. I still kind of want to kick him a little bit for doing it. But I think he was annoyingly also right. We would not have let him go like that.
Yeah.
Especially as I saw him go down the frigging mountain. I don't know how he's going to cope with that.
Yeah, he'd have been a liability, probably.
He's a fucking idiot. But look, I know he will be okay. And perhaps we have not all done the wisest things in the world, and we will let him have this one. He does, however, has a point. He needs to get back for your mother, and for that, his reasoning is sound for leaving.
Yeah. I'll get on the sending stone that he left me, and I'll be like, I know why you did it. This way. I probably would have done the same. Goodbyes are just too hard. Please just tell Mom I love her and I'll see her soon. Don't ever leave me again, you bastard. And then I'll hang up.
And a magistrate randomly in Thalissa gets this really weird message.
Yeah, I've sent it to Brom by accident. So I've got 3 sending stones to do this.
Get out of my head, because I was about to say roll a d6. No, being serious. I mean, sending is what? Is sending the one that's 25 words?
Yeah.
So, well,
I'm not
we'll
even
play
counting the
fast and
words, so
free
the
with
message
that.
probably cuts off halfway through.
I'm going to say it cuts off as you then say, don't ever do this to me again, you bastard. So the last thing Silas gets is, say hi to Mum for me, and a voice comes back, and it's almost shouted silently, and as the voice comes back, you can almost hear wind around. As Silas just repeats or responds back, "I'm sorry, little brother, but I had to do it. And you're fine, but she's not. You know where I am. I love you."
Skydiving by the sounds of it.
Cuts off.
Right then, Lex. I say let's head towards civilization. Hopefully a lot easier in the day.
I just hope nobody tries to kill us today. I don't think I've got the emotional bandwidth.
Do you really think we're that lucky? Let's go.
So where are we heading? Are you continuing along the mountain range? Are you going to circle back and sort of head towards that road?
Oh, so from our vantage point now, can we reassess our position and get the map out and see if we can find anything? I know that it's not going to be a hugely detailed map, but I'm more going off the mountain range we're on, the mountain ranges that we can see in the far distance, and the plains that we can see. And is there any option, bearing in mind that we can also make whatever checks we need to? It's cold. It's not freezing cold here, so try and get an understanding where we're at.
Do you want to bring the map up?
Yes, I do. Bear with.
You can do that. But
I can.
so yeah,
Give me a
however,
second.
in that moment, I will also, as you take the map out and sort of begin to look around from your vantage point, I will ask you to both make me survival checks. Excuse me, survival checks, please.
Survival checks. I can do that first.
Yes.
Where the hell survival? Down there. 14. Really crap, those.
24 for me.
That's much better.
I'm also going to ask you to make me investigation checks at the same time, please.
Oh, I'm not so good
Investigation,
at that.
Now that
much
there's
better.
some light in this cave.
Much, much better. 30.
30. Excellent.
14.
14. Like fucking full role reversal there. So, Jewel, as you're sort of looking around, you pull the map out, you see next to where this sort of makeshift camp was, as you brush dust off it, you find what looks like a piece of cloth. And there are some runes in it. Remind me of the languages that everybody speaks.
Common, Elvish.
And I know, Dave, I've just given you about a shit ton to do.
Common,
So,
Elvish,
Common,
Halfling, and
Elvish.
Thieves' Cant.
These can.
So, I've got some fucking random languages here. Abyssal, Celestial, Modron, Primordial, and obviously UNT in common.
Excellent. You both recognise it as Dwarven script. Neither of you can read it. However, that is clearly from.
We register it that it is that though.
Yep.
Yeah. Dwarven script. There was a dwarf in here. Can't be too far away from Dwarven settlements. Is what I will get you from that one.
Cool.
Excellent stuff. With.
We'll say this cave is really fucking loud.
Yeah, sorry.
It is. It is quite loud.
It's the wind.
The wind's
it's the wind.
just whipping through. Yeah, it's just...
Let's stand further inside the cave for a minute while we look.
Excellent stuff. So, you would get the impression from this, having been on Halenthor Island, having spent time there, having been in Dryamere, having been in Union City, having travelled to Loch Enoeth or Lake Enoeth, having been in the Gildornian region, none of those were particularly cold.
It's got to be is it the forest of Habhane?
I'm going to see whether I can do anything other than... Oh, I can. There we go. That might help. Or the plains of Benarith, the kingdom of Jean.
Because we've done the swamps, haven't we?
But there was a forest. So is it the forest of Habhane, as you said?
Havane.
That one.
It's the Irish.
Yes, of course. Siobhan.
BH.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, where do we think... Oh! So, I know we've already done the survival checks, but would we get an idea as to which way we're pointing from the sun? If we can see the sunrise.
Ooh, I like it. So, if you are looking out of this cave, as you look to where the sun is, the forest itself is somewhat south of you and seems to extend towards the southeast. I'm also going to ask you to both make me a history check based on the fact that you now know dwarves of some sort are nearby.
Natural 20 for 25.
Nice.
Hey!
Good, because I got 10.
So, Lex, somehow you know that there is, or the largest dwarven settlements in the whole of Enoeth, if it is Enoeth that you're on, is itself the kingdom of Jean. That is a dwarven kingdom.
Okay.
It's also a callback to other things that we've done with Hammers of Jean and all sorts of crazy shit. But anyway,
So, are we thinking... I can't draw on this, can I? Can I? No idea.
I don't know. Depends what you've opened it up with. Well, I should have just thrown it in now there.
Just standard open. I think you say it goes to the southeast.
East from where you are in the mountain range.
Do we think, and it's right in the top right of the view that we've got at the moment, are we right below or next to the... Well, no, below where it says of Jean, do you think, Lex? Are we on the north side of the mountain ranges or south side?
So if we were when we were in the forest and we come out of the forest to the mountains...
Bearing in mind the scale of this map, 1 hex is 30 miles.
So we came out of the forest to the mountains, right? So did we come out at the bottom of a forest or the top of a forest? So in my head, we came out above like the word forest.
I kind of feel like that. In fact, if that is the case and civilization heads towards, again on the map, this Morna Habhari, then I would say we're having to head east toward... So basically I would say let's head east, where we will then pick up the road and head towards, hopefully, civilization in the mountains.
Yeah, because as well, the abyssal core is beneath the ground near a mountain range to the east, which means it's either that entrance we can see which says entrance, or knowing our luck, there's a little one closer towards the bottom, above the word under Havain. There's something there outside the other side of the forest.
Yeah.
Then it could also be
Believe it
that
or not,
cold
that
Jarnim.
is Shiverspire.
Oh, call back.
Yeah.
Shiverspire from
if I
episode
can get to it,
campaign
there
one.
you go.
I mean, that is Shiverspire.
Nice,
There you go.
nice callback.
Let's just remind everyone of campaign 1. There we
Mantineer.
go.
There we go.
The Pass of Jean, we remember that well, even though
There
we
you go.
kind of never went.
So
No, you
actually, then
bypassed it.
We actually bypassed
is it going to be? Yeah, we cheated and went round it.
Do we think we're like
That-
directly west
Put
of
yourself more
Morna?
challenges, but
Yeah, I think we're like there. But then, knowing our luck, it won't be that entrance. It's going to be that one up the top left.
Oh, Eldrin.
Eldirim Pass, which is the only main road and pass into the Kingdom of Jean itself without having to go across the mountains.
Yeah.
Well, let's make sure that we haven't
I will
learned
say,
anything from
Lex,
campaign
with
1.
your natural 20, you are also well aware that the Kingdom of Jean itself sits on top a glacier.
Okay, so we're not glacial at the moment.
And that makes sense because the amulet, the abyssal core, is underneath the mountain range with subterranean chambers with glowing mushrooms and shit like that, and it's got the drow in it. So they're not going to be living in a glacier, are they? And mushrooms ain't going to grow in a glacier. So it makes sense it'd be this entrance probably, because I'd imagine that one we just looked at. If you're getting towards more the top, that's going to be more glacial. So that'll probably be the right place to go then, I would say.
Then I say we follow the road, but when we get onto the road, we follow it into the mountain, essentially. We don't follow it away from the mountain. Right.
Yep.
Then let's go. This cave is really loud.
As the wind does pick up, you exit outside. It's a bright morning, but it is one of those autumnal, almost bright mornings where it is a cold, bitter wind that blows around where you are in the mountains now as you begin to sort of weave your way east using the sun to guide you. You don't find a true road at any point, but you do find these narrow pathways. Every now and again it opens up onto sort of a ridge line or sort of a wider expanse of rocky outcropping, but then very quickly after that returns to this thin, almost goat path if you like. Every now and again you sort of pass what is quite clearly old dwarven settlements of sort, not full architecture but maybe just outposts, all gone, old, no longer in use.
Does it feel like 30 years-ish that they've been unused? Longer? Shorter?
Make me a straight intelligence check, or make me an investigation check, please.
18.
You kind of get the impression these are older than that. Like 30 years is not a long time for outposts to be abandoned. This is, and the way these things look like, there's no skeletons as such here, but everything's very overgrown and almost being reclaimed by the mountain. This is probably closer to hundreds or 800 years old, sort of thing.
About the same time that body's been dead in the cave that we
Yeah.
found.
Safe to assume.
Okay.
You can
This isn't
continue on.
reassuring.
Go on.
This isn't reassuring, is it? But then again, if we're looking for a subterranean settlement, maybe everyone was driven underground by something.
Yes, it seems like it's been for a very long time. These
Well,
have been
actually,
abandoned.
it would make sense that there isn't any dwarven settlements here because in the vision I had of where this is, everybody looked like Mara. You know, like
Okay.
dark-skinned or grey-skinned,
You
elven
think
typed.
like this area has been taken over? Like the dwarves were forced away?
They must have been, and all those new settlers have moved in. Maybe. I can't imagine them being like usurped by an invading party.
I mean, one blessing is it looks like it was a long, long time ago. I'm sure they have very long memories, but at least it's not fresh, and it might be a touchy subject, but not as bad as it could be, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Dwarves are known for their forgiveness.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if I look around, there's nobody on the ridge watching us. There's no.
Make me perception checks, please.
Okay.
Ooh! What was the...
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
21. I'm keeping this
Fucking hell,
dice.
Danny.
I've changed dice, and it's fucking legendary now.
Put the other one in the cook chair, because that one's good, isn't it?
The figure that saw us. Two things. One, looked like a dwarf or standard humanoid, or couldn't tell.
More humanoid than dwarf.
And Jules starts looking around for any silhouettes as soon as she thinks of this. So I'm not going to go back in time. Just suddenly goes, oh shit, should start looking around.
Okay. Perception checks then, please. Danny rolled a 21, I think. Lex
Yep.
rolled a 21.
Perception. Oh, nice. 31. Marvellous.
31. Between the two of you then, as you scan around, looking over ridges, looking over this sort of plateau, sort of, where you're at right now, your eyes scan for anything out of the ordinary. And you sort of look left, right, behind you, and you keep being drawn back to probably about 25 feet in front of you, where the ground changes. And there's a softer hump where you would expect more jagged stone.
As if like somebody's made like a disguise to hide.
Still appears like stone, but it looks smoother and more rounded.
Gee, that looks suspicious, right?
Yes. And because Jewel is kind of freaking out at the moment, she goes, I mean, that's not like a massive... It's not like a giant belly, is it? No, it can't be.
No, it can't be. No, it's not gonna. No, it can't be. And I'll ask Cog if he can check if there's any illusion there with his true sight.
Lex sort of... Lex. Cog flutters out and flutters over and sort of looks down and scans over this, and then immediately just zooms back to you. As indeed you just hear this, and this mound rises and falls.
God.
An
Why did you
arm
jerk about it being a belly?
appears.
I'm sorry.
And a figure 24 feet in height
Of course. Fucking hell.
stands and rises, picks up a morning star and just sort of shakes their head as this long silver hair flows out behind them, and they rub their eyes and then open. You look at a giant creature. Its skin a deep purple colour, reminiscent of Mara, as clouds begin to set in and a light rain begins to fall. As the red eyes of this creature look down towards you. You should not be here.
Sorry, we'll just be going.
Yeah, we were a little lost.
And you will stay lost. Morna Habhari's for the drow. And with that, it's going to take a big, giant step towards you and slams it into the ground. I need everybody to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh,
Of course.
yeah.
I'm glad I get advantage on these. Because I rolled a 1 first time. 18.
23.
Ooh.
Lex, you stumble for a moment, then correct yourself as the ground shakes beneath you. And then that morning star comes up. And I would like everybody to roll some initiative for me.
Yay. Rolling initiative.
18.
Nice. Rolling well.
18 for Lex.
22.
Nice.
22 for Jewel. So, the initiative order then is Jewel, Lex, and this giant. So with that, as it slams its foot into the ground and sort of just looks down at you, raising this giant morning star that it has. Jewel, what are you doing?
First of all, is this considered a large creature or bigger than large?
It's a giant. Sorry, it's a huge giant creature is what it's classed as, so...
Okay, which is bigger than large. I'm just checking because of a particular
yeah,
mechanic.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Okay. Turns to Lex and goes, should we fight this thing? Or run past it?
I'm willing to run. I could do something to help us get away.
Cool. Okay. Jules just going to lunge forwards to it. I suppose, to be honest, it's just going to use... it's not going to use that just yet. It's going to run forwards and try and get round it. Then, because she got close to it, we'll use a bonus action disengage to get away from it and keep going.
Okay,
just
so
try
you're actually going to dance around it and disappear across the other
Yeah.
side. So what would be your total movement speed in that then? Given you are 20 feet away from this thing right now.
I would be able to...
How far
Because
past it do you want to go?
I'm basically choosing to use my action to run as well. So 60 feet, because my bonus action is to disengage.
Okay, so you've run 60 feet, which would put you... let's say this takes up how many square... So 20... You're going to be around about 30 to... anywhere between sort of 15 to 20 feet beyond this creature then. Once you exit its sort of range where you disengage, you dance around it. Anything else on your turn?
I'll say to this giant, we don't mean you any harm, and we don't want to fight, so I'm sorry, we're just going to go. Best wishes. Lex, come on!
Do the drow, or would I know this to be a fay?
Maybe
It's not an aberration. A what, sorry?
A nature check, please.
13.
13. You know the drow in nature are somewhat fey-like because they are descended from elves. This creature looks like an enlarged version of a creature similar to Mara, although it has red eyes where Mara's are not red, which is uncommon for a drow, I should say, is not having red eyes.
I think I won't do that then, because I can't guarantee it being a fey. So I will look at it and just go, what she said, we're just going to leave. Do not attack us. And to make sure it doesn't attack us, I'll cast Hold Monster.
Oh, fucking
So that's a
brilliant.
Wisdom 19 saving throw.
Does that specify the size at all?
It just says choose a creature that you can see within range.
Very good. So that was a what saving throw, sorry?
Wisdom 19.
I rolled a 17 on the dice for a grand total of 24.
Fucking hell. I was banking on it not having good wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, you are not paralysed. Oh, hang on. Can I do anything with a meta magic option to give you disadvantage? I can. I can spend 2 sorcery points to give you disadvantage, but I've said it after the fact now, so that's probably not allowed.
Fine. What was the score I needed to beat?
19.
19 on the dot.
Fucking hell. That's some good wisdom.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wasted the
Roll a
spell and
12
2
on the
sorcery
dice
points
there.
now. That's a good... Fuck. Fuckity fuckity fuck. As a bonus action, I will just... Do I want to turn on my innate sorcery? Will that help? No.
Not knowing what it is, I haven't got a clue.
I'll
What are you doing, Lex?
I'll do innate sorcery and I'll call it there. And
Excellent.
I can't move, but I'm going to try and keep his attention on me because Jules just ran past it.
What does that look like for Lex then when you enact your innate sorcery?
So it's literally as if a gear will come out in front of me, spin, and then sort of phase through me, and then I'm just left shimmering metallic magic.
Shimmering. Doctor Strange sort of like cog mechanics around
Yeah.
your wrists. Yeah.
So I can now use 2 meta magic options if I want to, and on the next spell, my spell save goes up by 1, and I get advantage on sorcery spell attacks.
Jewel looks around and goes,
Fantastic.
I thought you said you had a plan?
It didn't work.
Oh.
At this
You
point,
keep going. I'll
then,
try and get round him next time.
This this giant drow-looking type creature picks up 2 rocks and just throws one towards Lex and then one towards Jewel. That is going to be... I'm going to roll... What is that? That is a 26 to hit Lex. And then...
Shit. Can I?
A 20 with extra steps to hit Jewel.
We'll
So,
hit the
I
goal
haven't
next.
used this yet because nobody's ever thrown a projectile at me.
Oh.
I'm going to use the Mana Stone of Time's one of its charges to spellcast Time's Arrow, which freezes a projectile mid-flight in its attempt to alter its trajectory. So if it would hit, it instead becomes suspended in midair 5 feet from my face. If it misses, you determine where it goes, but that's obviously irrelevant. Within the same reaction, I can reposition the projectile to hit a target of my choice, provided they are within the range. So can I send it back at the creature?
You
Is it within range?
absolutely can.
Yes.
So yeah, this
So, yeah, as it
like
comes
almost
at
like a
me, you'll
Jedi
almost
mind
see-
trick. Just
Yeah.
go for it.
I'll
your
almost make,
spell,
as it,
you flavour it, mate.
as it comes at me, it almost, because it's a boulder, I'll almost make a gear mechanical half pipe, and it'll just roll around it and launch itself back at the creature.
Jewel's like, oh great, oh shit.
And he's going to move, and both of them are going to hit Jill.
There we go. Okay, so I'm going to roll once for the damage, and then we'll take the both. We'll use it for both. Oh shit, that bounced out. Go down again. So what is that? 16. Can't read that one. 20. 23 points of damage to you, Jewel, and 23 points of bludgeoning damage to the giant drow-like creature, this rock, just flies back and
23. I will use Uncanny Dodge as my reaction to turn that to 12.
Nice.
And I take it also, Lex, we don't have aid on us at present.
No, I forgot to cast that this morning.
That's fine. That's fine.
We'll do it after this fight, though, probably.
Yeah. Which also
Very good.
puts
That
you
will
at...
be
What
its
does that
go.
put you at?
I'm 138 still.
Oh, you still want
That was without aid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Excellent. So back around top to Jewel.
Back around to me. So, yeah, Jewel tries to Neo out of the way of this boulder. Still gets clipped, but, at least didn't get it full frontal to the face. So spins around and then goes, okay. Is going to... how's she going to get sneak attack on this thing? I'm going to try and say I lob a... I'm going to have to throw a dagger. It's going to be one of my standard daggers because I don't want to... No. I'll use one of the. I'll use the. Do I have the dagger +1? The whatever we had from the temple.
You still have Timora's dagger?
I do still have
Timora's dagger? Whatever her name was.
Whatever it was. I'm going to throw that. So.
Very good.
And yes, as a bonus action, we'll use steady aim to try and get the right shot. So this should give me advantage. Yes, and we'll
advantage
give
on the roll, which means if it hits, you get sneak attack.
fucking bad roll, bad roll. But 21 to hit.
Absolutely.
Fuck, thank God for
14
that.
was the number you needed.
Oh, good. Only would have just hit with my normal roll. So I should have rolled this one before. But before I roll that damage, I'm going to use one of the new abilities that I have used. I'm going straight above the eye, and essentially what I'm going to try and do is cut all the way across above the eyes, and mean that blood pours into their eye, and I'm going to obscure their vision. So they're going to need a dexterity saving throw of 18, would you believe? That's going to cost 3d6 of damage. So I'm going to do...
I rolled a 2.
Fantastic. It is now blinded till the end of its next turn.
Yes.
Okay.
So now hopefully you can run past. So that is 10, 21, 23, 23 plus 6, 29 points of piercing damage
Nice.
to it, as well as I say, I took out some of the sneak attack damage so that then it could have the obscured. That's my action, my bonus action, and my I can't move, so I'm just going to stay there and go, Lex, it's blind! Run!
It does sort of just start wiping blood down its face.
Sorry!
Lex, your go.
So, with it being blinded, to try and then distract it, as I run past it, I want to sort of do a chromatic orb into its knee, try and make it stumble like that, so then I can go round it the other side.
Nice.
So I will do that at second level, and that's going to be 19 to hit.
14 was the number you needed to beat. You absolutely beat it.
Oh, good. And then 4d8, I'll just press on the button for 13 points, and I'm going to use fire damage, so it's kind of like a hot burn in his knee. No, fire damage is the one I can
as
pick.
it's wiping,
Yes, it
wiping
is, sorry,
this
it is,
blood out
yeah.
of its eyes, and then this glowing orange orb just hits and splashes against its knee. It just lets out a roar again. I'm going to have it make a dexterity saving throw.
Lex, grab my dagger!
I shall grab the dagger on the way past.
Very
If that
good.
can be a
You
free action.
notice it begin to stumble, and as it stumbles, it then heads towards the edge of this plateau. Doesn't fall off, but is sort of wavering there as it then swings wildly, and I'm going to make an attack of opportunity if you're running past,
Yep.
but at disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, there's a nat 20 in there as well, but the most I rolled was an unnatural 20.
Oh, are you going to shield?
No, but what I will do is use my reaction to anticipate attack. So as I see you sort of swing for me, I move half my speed without provoking an opportunity attack, and the uncommon attack still occurs but misses automatically. So I'll kind of see. It's almost as if I know, like in a Sherlock moment, I calculate if I hit him on the knee, he's going to swing, he's going to come back and hit me, and then I move around it so I avoid all attack and damage.
This must not react. This must not react on a personal level, or whatever he says.
Yeah. This must not register on a personal
Register
level.
on a personal level.
Discombobulate.
Yeah.
Feint to the left. Strike to the plexus.
Do you know what? That's so Lex.
Left jab to the temple.
Yeah.
Very good. So yes, you see as this wild morning star swing just comes down and then into the ground where you were a second ago. You dart to the right and then continue your run onwards. That was its attack of opportunity. Is there anything else you wish to do in your turn, Lex?
No.
How close is Lex to
this
Jewel?
is now it. How far did you run there? That your 30 feet movement? 40 feet
Yep.
movement.
40 feet of movement.
40. So, essentially, 20 feet away. Lex is just past this creature, so probably about 10 feet away from where you are, is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So this creature now stands up and sort of begins sniffing. And is going to make a perception check with advantage to see if it can detect where you are. What is that? 15 or natural 20. So it does sniff out where you two are, and it has a reach of 10 feet. It is still blinded. It is going to swing wildly. These are at disadvantage still, but it's going to swing down towards where it sniffs you out.
I've used my reaction as well. Fucking hell.
I've used your reaction. So that is... what is that? It's a 21 to hit, or... I need to put that dice away. It's a natural 20. It was a disadvantage, so it's 21 to hit. Which is still going to hit Lex. Let's make this easy on myself, because otherwise I'm going to be here all fucking day.
Oh, how many dice is that then?
4, but I can't be asked to grab them.
Okay.
So 27 points of piercing damage, apparently, with the Morning Star, even though it's fucking huge. As it sort of catches you just as it swings wildly. It can't reach Jewel, so I'm going to say that is its attack. As like the disadvantage was the 2 swings essentially, and it only hit on 1. So then we are back at the top to Jewel.
So you'll just see me sort of get clipped in the back like, as I try and get past it as it's swinging wildly.
It is no longer blinded, however.
Yeah. Okay. Lex has got a pretty good speed. Say 40 feet now you got.
Yep.
Nice. Seems ridiculous that you're quicker than Jewel, but I just haven't changed anything on mine, to be fair. However, she can be quicker than you on occasion, so she's going to... Can I hold my action to use action and bonus action basically all to just run? Just the whole economy?
I'll allow it because all you want to do is dash, essentially.
That is all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do anything else. So all I'm going to do is that, and I am going to use feline agility. So that's going to go from 90 feet to 180 feet that she can now absolutely sod off, which will leave Lex a bit behind, but I'm going to do that.
Okay. Jewel is full survival mode at this point, but you're going to hold you. So what's the trigger for you doing so?
Lex getting...
Within touching distance. Oh.
Just ahead. 10, 20 feet ahead of me. Basically, I wait, and then when you get ahead, then absolutely leg it.
So you watch, or Jewel, you sort of sink back down into almost like a runner's sprint start, just waiting as Lex is sort of hobbles around a little bit, sort of gets up from that swipe across the back and then begins to move forward. This giant is still sort of teetering on the edge sort of thing, but does these wild swings. And yeah, Lex, over to you.
As I get to Jewel, I'm going to touch her and myself and cast Accelerate,
Oh my god.
which means for both of us, our walking speed is doubled and we can use a bonus action to dash. And we have advantage on dexterity saving
I can
throws.
anyway, but at least you can. At least you can do that.
360 feet that now means for Jewel.
Yeah, in 6
Jewel
seconds.
just disappears. And I was like, this was supposed to help both of us. You've still fucking left me. Like the Flash.
Sorry, what? How much is that? 360 feet.
So I can do 80 and then a dash, so I can do 160.
That's 100 meters in 6 seconds.
60 feet a second.
Yeah. That is.
What's the speed of light?
I think I'm doing a millionth of the speed of light at that point.
You are. You definitely break the sound barrier, though.
Holy crap.
Speed of sound? No, you don't. Sorry, 343. Sorry, in feet.
So you can do 30. Did you say feline agility, and then I've essentially just doubled it.
So yeah, what I can do, I already have bonus action dash, but that's good that you've added that on for you. So I can do 60, so 30, 60, 90 because I've got my action, bonus action, and movement.
Yep.
I then double that with feline agility, so from 90 to 180, and then you've just doubled my walking speed. So actually, you just times 2 all of that. So like I said, I gave 360 feet.
There we go.
Sorry, you've not broken the sound barrier, but it is fucking quick. I imagine with that held action, then Jewel, you just.
Yeah, I absolutely
I'm
bugger off. Yeah,
I'm going to play a little bit fast and free with this as well. Is there anything else you're doing on your turn, Lex?
Would I do a bonus action? No, I wanted to try and not do something to it as I was leaving, but none of my bonus actions will allow me. None of my bonus action spells will allow that. No, so I'm just going to go, oh fuck, she's going, and try and frantically catch up to her. I didn't reckon that she was going to leave that quick.
So you can still then travel like 80 feet and sort of begin to run.
If my
walking
speed is doubled and I can bonus action dash, technically I can do 160 feet, can't I?
Yes,
I'll have
you
to do
can
that
do
bonus action
160
dash to get even close to where she's just gone.
I really should have just not used feline agility, then we'd be in a similar place, but I already said I did.
It makes more sense story-wise that you've literally just...
Oh, absolutely
you can
fucking
dash.
legged it.
I think you have to use your action to dash, don't you?
No. It was saying accelerate gives you bonus action dash,
Yep.
Oh. I'll shut the fuck up then.
which is fucking brilliant.
As you then just cast this spell, and I'm going to say, as there's sort of this surge of energy, you two fully jump forward, and there is this backwash of energy that hits this giant as it then just arms begin to flail. I'm going to have it make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
For anyone who wants to know, that's 41 miles an hour that Jewel is currently running.
Yeah.
For 6 seconds.
Disadvantage with a dex, that's a 9. Both of you turn and look over your shoulder as you just see this shockwave of energy hit this drow-like giant as it then... No! And you can just hear this... Thank you, Dave. The whole mountain shakes as you both slide to a stop. Jewel, masses of meters in front. But Lex, you stop and sort of turn around. And this giant is gone. We are out of combat, but I would like you both now to make me perception checks, please.
We've just
Or
killed a
I
whole
will allow
village at the bottom of that hill by
investigation
accident.
Yeah. He doesn't live there, but Dargon's suddenly been crushed by a giant.
What check was it? Did you say perception?
or investigation.
Oh, they're both shit. So I got 6. I'm obviously clearly running with my eyes shut.
Investigation or perception are again the same, and for me it's a 19.
19.
So I'm
You're
still
used to running this
So as
fast.
you
I'm
come
not.
to a stop
Blurry eyes.
further ahead, you come to a stop, look around, see Lex sort of still jogging to try and keep up, or sprinting to try and keep up. And then there's a moment where your head just twitches left into the side of the mountain, and you see a dwarven corpse partially swallowed by stone, fresh, and in its hand a crumpled letter with strange tendrils of purplish energy bleeding around the letter.
I'll wait for Lex to catch up, and to be fair, even Jules a little bit out of breath because feline agility's, something that does stretch her a little bit, and of course accelerate. So, are you good, Lex? Thank you for that, by the way. Don't think I've ever run that fast.
I didn't expect it to have that effect. I thought we could escape together, and I didn't.
Yeah, my bad. Very occasionally I can really sprint, and so I didn't expect you were going to do it. You hit me. I was already in motion. Kind of felt like I couldn't slow down, but that was wow.
Yeah, we need to remember that for next time.
Dead flies and splattered bug blood just all over.
Yeah,
everywhere.
What's going to be your code word that you're going to do that, so that I don't absolutely leg it?
I'll use an old UNT word. It's we'll go with Sonic.
Sonic. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You know when Sonic charges up and goes, and then shoots off in a ball. That's what I envision in my head.
But yeah, I did think that
Rings
anime
suddenly appear. Ding 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 ding.
I did think of that anime thing of that explosion as we leave did knock the giant back. That's exactly how I saw it. I was like,
that was what I had in my head. It was just that.
Yeah, very cool. Lex, what the fuck is the purple tendrils coming off that letter? And also, why the hell is the dwarf over there? The dwarf is half like in the ground.
Those purple tendrils void magic.
They look very similar.
That's void magic. I don't think. The only thing I know that can make it retreat is this celestial shard.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna touch it with the celestial shard wand to see if it makes it retreat. The tendrils retreat.
You hold up the celestial shard one day, and as you go to touch it, you watch as these purple tendrils just sort of shrink back and disappear, and that's when you see this crumpled letter, and you can read just about where it's sort of crumpled in the hand, just about what it says. It says, "The tether is fraying. It watches even here."
and this is in a very long dead corpse hand.
No. Fairly fresh dwarven corpse.
Shit.
Oh, and it's written in common.
Yes.
Okay. He watches even from here. Was the last bit.
It watches even. The tether is fraying. It watches even here.
The tether is maybe there's like a tear that we need to repair here, or like a portal to the void. When they say it, do you think he means the Shrouded Lord?
It is a good guess.
It's got to be in, isn't it? Unless there's a big all-seeing eye on top of a tower somewhere.
I read that book.
Yeah.
Halflings, wasn't it?
But he is missing his axe, so he couldn't have given it to anybody in the show of solidarity. I don't know where. We just need to find a guy with a bow, probably, and a human ranger. And I think we'll be okay.
I mean, they did have a cave troll. No, I'm joking.
Smoke comes out from the left. Just
I will say at this point, you hear hurried footsteps. And in the haze further down this path, you see a figure running towards you.
Jewel hides.
Jewel hides. Lex.
Doesn't realise Jewel's hidden and is just stood there going, "What are we going to do?"
Brilliant.
Yeah, so I've got hood up. I'm hiding down. I'm doing the proper elven, like, you know, I'm a rock with my cloak. So that was a.
Then you'll just see Lex dive into a bush.
I'll say in this moment then, as Jewel just ducks and hides, and Lex, you just sort of and go to jump into a bush. This figure runs up and sort of stops. And that is where we will leave episode 92
yes!
of Malt and Magic Campaign 2. So yes, join us next week, where funnily enough, we're going to have a guest star. So look what I've just set up.
That's worked out very well.
Yeah,
It's a good
yeah,
job we didn't go lightning bolt.
I was going to say, what you've set up is another NPC to betray us later on in the time. So, and then we'll meet our
Well,
guest
we'll
star.
see.
Yeah, we're
We'll
obviously
see.
not going to
What I
trust
love
this
now
guest
is
star.
that
We're
you
gonna
are
kill them
never
immediately.
going to trust anyone. Yeah,
No,
you're never gonna
absolutely
trust
not.
anybody again. But brilliant. Fantastic. Well, what a top episode. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the engagement in chat as well. We love it very much. Happy to see some familiar faces. A little bit over time tonight, so I'm going to keep this brief. But I don't think there's anything else to announce other than, if you're at Gen Con, go check out Tom and Birdie and their panel. But other than that, we will be back with episode 93 next week. Myself, Dave, Danny, plus a special guest star. So yes, with that, we love you all. Stay safe, and we will see you next time.